40 years post-injury was the first time I walked into a yoga class. And being told that whole time that I would never, and not necessarily being literally told, but just all the experiences that I was taught, whether subtly or directly or indirectly, was that, I'm paraplegic, this is what I am, I'm going to feel from my waist up, I have no connection to my other body, and that's just the way I live my life. And the first time I came to class, there was a shift, and it was very significant. And it was just through getting on the floor, not like I've never been on the floor before because I'm fairly active in my life, but it was the first time I was able to get on the floor and do poses in yoga. And I experienced for the very first time in my life a subtle connection to my legs. That very first time doing yoga, I felt the entire outline of my body for the first time ever, and it blew me away. And that was a tremendous amount of hope. It was like, wow, if I can do this in one night, what are the possibilities? So it just opened up a whole realm of possibilities of what might happen if I continue doing this. Every time that I'm on the mat, every time that I do yoga, I don't necessarily have that feeling, right? There's different poses that bring it. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. There are times where I thought about not continuing my practice. There are times that I haven't practiced for periods of time, and then I've got back, so I've stopped, and then I've started, I stopped, and I started. But those periods of times weren't really that long. I might have gone a couple of weeks without practicing, then I would practice again. And I think that, over the 5 years that I've been doing this, that what keeps me coming back is not only that initial experience, but noticing over time the difference between when I practice and when I don't practice. When I don't practice, I don't feel as good, I don't feel as connected, I feel out of whack, I feel out of balance. I'm not as content, I'm crabbier. I've just gone through an experience the last 7 weeks because of a physical injury where I haven't been able to practice as much. And that has been a very loud experience because I've noticed a huge shift in terms of how I feel as a person, how I feel, my level of contentment, my connection to my body. It's not where it would be if I had practiced for these last 7 weeks every day. That's what keeps me coming back, because of the difference that I feel every time that I get on the mat and I keep it consistent. Well, I want to, continue to advance and become very regular in my practice because I know the benefits that I'm getting from it. I want to continue to evolve so that hum that I've connected to on occasion will become more consistent, and I have the tools and the ability to connect to it on a more regular basis. And I know that just comes through practice. I know that will be able to do it as long as I keep practicing and practicing and practicing. Just like anything, you get better at something, you become more tuned to it, you become more connected to it the more you do anything, right? So yoga's no different.